My name is Vala Afshar, and I'm the Chief Digital Evangelist. I'm going to speak to you today about movement and the power of flow. Nothing happens until something moves. Healthy life is about movement and flow. Healthy business is about movement and flow. And as Mauro talked about in his introduction, when he talked about the flow and importance of water, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of flow. Now, before I speak about flow, as Mauro mentioned, data. When data moves, it becomes information. When information moves, it can become knowledge. Knowledge can lead to insights and wisdom can ultimately lead to positive impact. But before we talk about the importance of flow and movement, we have to recognize silos. Silos slow down movement. Silos can stop the movement of information and knowledge and wisdom. And silos is a mindset. It's a mindset of capturing resources, protecting those resources, and extracting value from those resources. I am an immigrant refugee. My parents taught me silo mentality. Go to school, get a good degree, get a good job, learn. It was until my 40s when I realized the power of learning and sharing. So silos is a mindset, and silos can kill movements. Silos can damage your career. Silos can hurt your business. So it's important to recognize that the opposite of flow and movement is silos. Now, we are in an experience-led economy. Surveys around the world say, our customers say, the experience that we provide as a company is as important as the product and services that we provide. Now, the better the flow of value, the better the experience is. The economy is more decentralized. The economy is digital first. The economy is data-driven. So the currencies that matter most in today's economy is speed, personalization, intelligence, and scale. And flows can help you achieve these currencies that matter most. Now, Mauro mentioned 72% of Earth is water, but only 1% is clean and safe to drink. I would say only a few percentage of data is being used in our business today. Now, water, there's scarcity. Data, there's abundance. By 2026, the amount of data we produce in the world will double. What percentage of data are you using to delight your employees and your customers and your partners and your communities? When data sits still, it becomes stale. It's like food. If you don't use it over time, it doesn't taste good. It doesn't have value. So it's important for us to recognize that, like water, data needs to be clean, it needs to be accessible, it needs to be affordable. The companies that are going to win, the companies that are going to grow, are data-driven, information-led companies. The reason for that is for companies to compete and win, you have to deliver value at the speed of need. You don't dictate the speed, your customers dictate the speed. So it's important to be able to design your business to be fast, to be smart, to be able to sense and respond. Now, as companies grow, there's more complexity, there's more automation, there's more autonomy. So companies start to look like living organisms. You and I, human beings, we are very autonomous, we're automated. We're flow-based. All living organisms are flow-based. Capture resources and share resources for a healthy and growing life. Now, when you think about us, let's talk about how we stay alive and grow. We have a circulatory system. We breathe oxygen through our lungs. Our hearts, 60 to 100 beats a minute, pumps oxygenated blood through our arteries, deoxygenated blood through our veins. So oxygen, pulmonary system, heart, cardiovascular system, arteries and veins, systemic system, they create the circulatory system. That's how we grow and thrive. We have filters to remove waste. When you think about artificial intelligence, that's filters in business to remove waste, improve the signal-to-noise ratio. But the lungs and the heart, they're just pumps. They capture, analyze, disseminate. Guess what? In business, sales, pump. Services, pump. Marketing, pump. Commerce, pump. In business, we have pumps. Capture information, analyze, and share what we think can help us grow as a business. So businesses, as they grow, as they become more autonomous, as they use artificial intelligence, they start to resemble living organisms. Now, think about, it's not companies that disrupt, it's people that disrupt. It's you and I. And the way we describe healthy individuals, athletes, at the greatest level, we talk about relationships based on flow of value. We talk about learning as a flow of knowledge. We talk about mental and physical health in terms of flow of psychological and movement. So individual success is defined based on flows. Businesses have flows. You have internal flows, your culture, your talent, your people, your innovation roadmap. You have external flows, they're bidirectional. Customers, partners, communities. It's important as business leaders for us to understand the internal and external flows that define a healthy company. The more movement in your company, the healthier you are. Now, how do we reach our full potential? How do we become a customer company? It starts with your core values. For us, it's trust, it's customer success, it's innovation, it's equality, it's sustainability. But we also think about learning as a community with Trailhead. We think about growing our careers. We think about prosperity. We have 10,000 companies on our app exchange, for example. But you cannot be a customer company unless you can deliver value at the speed of need. My research shows, looking at the fastest growing companies, they're the ones that can, in real time, sense and respond. In real time, be accessible to their stakeholders. In real time, use technologies like data, artificial intelligence, and CRM platform to be able to build your anticipatory muscle, to be able to anticipate what your stakeholders need. So how can we perform like great athletes? These are living organisms that have achieved the best at what they do. How do we reach our full potential? I believe there are 7 principles. These are design principles that can help you as an individual and then your company to achieve boundless potential. It starts with connection. It moves to integration and distribution. It's mobility, it's continuity, it's autonomy and holistic success. I'm going to share a few of these principles with you, starting with connection. The better the connection, the better the experience, the stronger the relationship. And it starts with trust. We do business with people that we trust, that we respect, and we like. Trust is competence plus character. Competence is capability and reliability. You have to be reliable and you have to be capable. That's competence. Character is integrity and benevolence. I love the word benevolence. Benevolence is, what are you motivated by? What is your intention? Today, our intention is to educate, inspire, and ignite positive action. Our intention is to learn from you. The smartest person in this room is the room. That's how we earn trust. We also have to have exchange of value. When you make connections with someone, you provide value to them, they provide value to you. And lastly, love. Ask your customers, who do you love doing business with? It's a wonderful question. If it's you, celebrate. If it's not you, learn. Because if you don't love the company today, those are the companies that will struggle in the future. So in terms of connections, we have to love what we do. We have to love the people we serve. We have to love to help each other. That's connections. And again, better connections lead to better experiences. 9 out of 10 people believe experience matter as much as the product you produce. Integration. The more integrated you are, the more aligned you are. Sadly, in business today, because of silos, we don't have well-integrated systems. When you go to the ballet and you see, I can't dance, but when you see dancers on stage, it's not orchestration. It's not one person in command of sales, service, marketing, commerce, HR, R&D. The dancers listen to music and they know exactly where they need to be. It's choreography. It's absence of authority. When you have optimal flow, it's less about command and control. It's more about collaboration, co-creation, learning from each other. Unless you have integrated systems, a culture that celebrates diversity and integration, you cannot achieve choreography. And businesses that are going to succeed in an experience-led economy have choreographed so everyone knows exactly what to do when they hear the music. Data is music. Distribution. What do you share? On what channel? To whom? When? Why? When you have information going to the right person at the right time on the right channel, you improve velocity. Velocity is speed and direction. So you improve decision velocity. You improve execution velocity. And when you share information, you also increase accountability. When you democratize access to information, everyone is accountable to do a better job. Distribution is important. And remember, we are visual learners. 90% of what our brain analyzes is visual. 10% is text and sound and other data and information. In fact, the mind processes a visual at 13 milliseconds. That's 60,000 times faster than when we consume text, for example. So we've invested in making sure we visualize data so we can improve execution and decision velocity. Lastly is shared success. Look around this room. The spark can come from Salesforce. But for sustained momentum, the heat, the flame, the energy comes from you, from the community. So today, as you walk around the halls, make sure you meet people and recognize this is a community that has led to one of the fastest growing companies in the world, and it's because of you. No matter how smart and successful you are, there are always more smart people on the outside of the company than on the inside of the company. So it's you, the community, that inspires us to do more. Shared success. So silo-based, flow-based. As business leaders, we have to recognize when there's separation, there's isolation, there's dependencies. The stuff on the left, reduce the flow of value. You can't be a customer company if you're on the left, because you have to deliver value at the speed of need. So how do you do that? It starts with asking better questions. This is the rowing team, the British rowing team in 1998. They were preparing for the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Unfortunately, when they would compete, they would lose and lose and lose. The captain knew that it's the habits of the 8 rowing men that needed to change. The biggest influence in life is habit. So he said, we need to come up with one question to guide our everyday motion. Whether we get enough sleep, enough exercise, we have good diet. So the question he asked every day for 2 years is, will it make the boat go faster? If you had a poor diet, is it going to make the boat go faster? Are you getting enough sleep? Is it going to make the boat go faster? The 8 men asked this question every day of themselves, and in 2000 Sydney, they won gold. Amazing how one question, 7 words, helped them go from losing to best in the world. So I ask you, incredibly smart business leaders in this room, What's the question we should be asking? The next time you look to hire someone in your company, the next time you look to invest in technology, the next time you choose a company to partner with or an event to come to, like you are here today, perhaps the question is, will it help us become a customer company? And if the answer is yes, go with gusto. If the answer is no, pause, reflect, and rethink, because optimal flow really starts with asking better questions. My name is Vala Afshar. I'm the Chief Digital Evangelist at Salesforce. Thank you very much for your time.